Happy Halloween, happy last day of October, happy full moon, and happy blue moon. It is our second full moon in the month of October. I'm sure your energy has been all over the place, so has mine. But we are celebrating the end of October today. I am sporting my black cat shirt. I'm not sure if you can tell that they're black cats because they're really small, but it's always nice to be able to wear this shirt without people going, why is she wearing a shirt with black cats on it? Because today it's totally appropriate. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about setting intentions for the last couple months of the year. And I have a feeling that these months are going to be doozies because for a lot of us, winter's coming, the cold weather's approaching, and with this pandemic that's going on, we don't know what's going to happen. When the cold weather comes in, are people going to get sicker? Are things going to shut down again? We don't know. So we need to start right now figuring out how we are going to handle whatever comes our way. And to bring everything together in conclusion, I have my harp with me and I'm going to play some reflective therapeutic music to make sure that you can go on your way into these next couple of months feeling well and good and prepared. So before we begin, I have an important announcement to make. Serenity Sounds was my series that I started back in March when the pandemic hit in the US and we were all locking down and feeling really stressed out and really afraid of what was to come. So I knew that I had to take my harp and bring music to the community. And I added mindfulness exercises and mental health discussions, and it was so great. But over the months, this channel has grown into something that is beyond just Serenity Sounds. I ended up getting my meditation and mindfulness teaching certification, and I have tapped into aspects of my background in psychology that I had left dormant for a really long time. So I've been thinking long and hard about what Serenity Sounds even means anymore. We're still in the midst of this pandemic, and we still have a long ways to go before we're out of the woods. But this channel, Harp and Wellness, has become something beyond Serenity Sounds. And I realized that I don't need the Serenity Sounds series anymore to continue bringing you these types of videos. This is what my channel is now. Back in the day, I was using this channel on and off. Using is a very loose term, but I was putting up videos that were more music based. I was still doing a lot of gigs with my harp, and for all intents and purposes, I was a professional musician. And the therapeutic aspect of things was kind of aside. Then over the last year or so, and especially this year, I started to transition my business where I am now a therapeutic harpist through and through, and then the gigs happen once in a while on the side. For me, this is what it's all about. Therapeutic harp, mental health, well-being, mindfulness, integrating physical health, bringing on my friends who are healers and who work in allied health fields. This is where I want to be. So I want to officially close out the Serenity Sounds series right now. That obviously does not mean that I'm going to say sayonara and stop putting out videos. Absolutely not. I am still planning on putting out videos every Saturday, and they're going to be the same as they've been since March. So if you want to tune in for harp music, mindfulness, mental health, immune boosting tips, self-care tips, you are in the right place. I have no intentions of stopping. That's funny, I use the word intention because today we're going to be talking about intentions. But I have no intentions of stopping. And I intend to keep bringing you music and discussions that are going to help bring you peace and comfort and give you some new insights into how you can be your healthiest self in your mind, body, and soul. So what this means for my playlists, I have a Serenity Sounds playlist that will still be there, and that will cover all of the videos that I have posted from March up until this video today, this full moon video. Those will be available in the Serenity Sounds playlist. I also have a few other playlists going I have one with all of my lives. I have some that are relaxing music for sleep and study. So go and check those out. And I'll keep adding more playlists. Now I have a much broader scope, so things don't have to fall into Serenity Sounds. I can start creating playlists that are for more specific things. So I can say, here is a guided meditations playlist. And then if you want a guided meditation, there they are. Or if you just want the music, you can go to the music playlist. So that's my idea moving forward. If you have any questions or tips on what you want to see, please leave them in the comments below, because I am doing this for you guys. I'm doing this to build a community. So keep the lines of communication open and let me know what you want to see moving forward. Okay, so let's talk about intentions for the upcoming months, the last months of the year. I'm sad because I love fall and I know that fall is going to be coming to an end. So I am going to be soaking up the last days of fall that I possibly can. I live in New England, so fall is aplenty here. We had beautiful foliage, and I was thankful every day that in such a tough year, I got to see the beauty of nature. And I got to think about what that means for me being a human in this big world. So that right there is one of my intentions moving forward. I am preparing myself for winter. What comes with winter? Especially for those of us who are in regions where the cold weather moves in. This can be very difficult for us in a normal good year. What happens in a year where we have been more isolated, more stressed, more worried, more concerned? This means that seasonal depression might be rampant. Sorry, there's no way to sugarcoat that. But what we can do is we can sit down right now and say, okay, winter's coming. Here are my intentions for the winter season. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. Something that I've been talking about a lot with my friend Alex, you may remember her from our mindful cooking and eating video from a couple weeks ago. We started talking about this probably at least in September, maybe even in August, where we sat down and we said, all right, winter's coming. What do we want to do to feel okay this winter? It's going to be a stressful one. It's going to be tough. She and I have kept our bubbles very, very small, but we are in each other's bubbles. So we said to each other, as long as we stay healthy and we stay safe, let's make sure that we do things together and apart that will help us to keep busy, feed our minds, and give us that sense of productivity and a sense of camaraderie and companionship with each other. So we have plans to do a lot of hands-on activities. We want to make candles and we want to make soaps. I even have plans to do some macrame projects because I just happen to have macrame cord sitting in my house. So these are kind of the more tangible goals, right? These are goals where we can put tangible actions on them. I will make candles with Alex, and then I can always put a time frame on it. I can make candles with Alex once a month for December, January, and February, whatever it ends up being. But we're going to backtrack and we're going to start at the beginning with intentions. So what's the difference between an intention and a goal? The intention doesn't have to have any tangible action behind it. It can just be the commitment that you make to yourself to accomplish whatever you set out to accomplish in a future time. So we're talking about the winter season or the end of the year, whatever you want to do. Some people will make intentions at the beginning of a meditation practice, the beginning of a yoga class, and that's just your time to sit and think about, what do I really want out of these upcoming moments? There's mindfulness inherent in this. You need to be tuned into yourself to know what you want and what you want to commit to. So center yourself, listen to yourself, and think, what do I want? What are my expectations? What can I do to meet those expectations? And notice how it's very light. I'm not saying, oh, I have to do this. I have to do this or else. No, there's none of that. None of that here. We need to be gentle with ourselves. And we need to allow ourselves to expect, but not expect so fully that we're going to feel bogged down and pressured. So, in the broader scheme of all of these goals that I am setting aside to feed my mind and do hands-on activities to keep me busy throughout wintertime, where did I start? I started with the intention of, first and foremost, I want to be well-being focused. So for me, I thought about what ways can I be well-being focused as I move forward into the winter. And I will not have a lot of the same opportunities. I can't go and see the Nutcracker. I can't go and have Christmas parties. But what can I do? I can find projects that will make me feel productive, happy. I can learn a new craft. So that's how I started the journey, and that's how I got to the conclusion of I want to fuel my creative juices a little bit, and I want to do those hands-on activities. It all started with an intention, and the intention was to be focused on well-being. So start to think about what intention you want to have moving into what might be some very difficult months. And you don't have to even formulate it into a full sentence. It might even just be a word and that resonates with you. It might just be as simple as health. I want to be healthy. So then you can start thinking about, well, what can I do to help be healthy as cold season and flu season rolls around? And then you can start establishing your goals based on that. But we have to start with step one, and step one is intention. So as I play this harp music, I want you to let it just soak in, and maybe close your eyes and just breathe and create your intention for these upcoming months. And then breathe into that intention. And don't worry if your intention changes or if maybe you develop a few different intentions. Whatever feels good and natural for you. But like I said, don't get bogged down. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just think about what you want to commit to yourself for these remaining 2 months of the year. If you would like an aid to help you with your goals, I have a great packet called the Goals and Gratitude Booklet, and I will leave a link to the download in the description box below. This is a whole packet full of inspirational quotes, templates for goal setting, templates for extending gratitude, for brainstorming, and my new updated Finding Meaning template where you can write anything difficult or stressful that you've experienced, and then you can write the good and the positive and the wisdom that has come out of it. So that is available on my website, harpandwellness.com. Check out the link below, and that will serve as a great resource for you as you create your intentions and then convert them into goals moving into the month of November. Okay, so as I grab my harp, I want you to just take a seat somewhere and start to breathe and start to center yourself and tune in. We just had several weeks where we learned about authentic mindfulness. So I hope at this point you feel tuned into yourself and self-aware. So that way you can start to think about, what do I want? What do I want from November, December, January, February? What will make me feel like the best self that I can be? And then set your intention. And over the next few minutes while I play the music, allow yourself to sit with that intention and breathe light into that intention. If you would like to share your intention, then leave a comment below. I would love to know what you are committing to do for your self-care and well-being in the upcoming months. And while you're here, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, because even though Serenity Sounds is coming to a close, Harp and Wellness is just beginning. And be sure to share the channel with everybody that you feel would benefit from mental health, mindfulness, music, self-care, and well-being. Especially as we enter these winter months, we need all the help we can get, and we need to band together as a community that is focused on what will best serve us. Every time you do this, every time you like, comment, share, subscribe, this is what helps my channel to be seen and my channel to grow. So thank you, thank you, thank you for everybody who comes along with me every week and helps me out in this way. I really do appreciate it. Keep tuning in every Saturday where I will be putting out new videos. Sometimes I'll go live, and sometimes I also throw in a midweek bonus. So there's a lot to look forward to. And as we go into these winter months, I will be here. So definitely keep in touch. Post comments below. Go into my About page on my channel and you'll find my website, my email, my Instagram. Send me messages, ask me questions, and let's keep this community going. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I will see you next Saturday.